The Monkey Palace. Once there was a merchant who sold wings at the doors. There were many people who wanted to fly, but it seemed that there was much wrong with the wings. So that many after an amazing trip crashed down. The people were soon enraged about the merchant, and the merchant had to flee deep into the forest to escape from the raging crowd. They had weapons to teach the merchant a lesson. After a long trip of escape, he came to a little house where a giant monkey lived, who took him under its care, and went to the balcony to defend the merchant. But he became very exhausted, and he was bleeding by arrows. He went inside and said, "You have to go to the fairy, for I can't defend you well." The merchant went through a back door to run fast to the little house of the fairy deeper in the forest. The fairy was immediately very friendly to the man and gave him immediately a lot of little wings which would never crash down. The little wings were full of little flames, and when the merchant came to the people, they became silent immediately. Still they wanted to fly very much, and they decided to give the merchant a new chance. And yes, it worked. The wings worked very well, and the people were so in ecstasy and grateful that they made the merchant king of their nation. The merchant got therefore a splendid palace, but because the fairy had helped the merchant so good, she became the queen, and the ape became the guard of the palace. But because it was for the ape very hard to guard such a big palace on his own, the fairy let many more apes appear.